Demands for the minister to be sacked for wasting another chance to get it right.
Premier Braggs and a clutch of ministers left their chauffeur-driven cars behind and travelled by train to Frankston to get into the mood for the transport announcement.
Very nice.
The government says $10.5 billion will be spent over 10 years, easing the traffic squeeze, upgrading roads, rail and bus services. The Monash Freeway will be widened, an extra lane on both sides between Heatherton and Glenferrie roads, and the Westgate Bridge bottleneck will be eased, with reversible lanes during the different peak hours. And as an election sweetener, Victoria's 830,000 senior card holders will get free travel on Melbourne's transport system every Sunday, starting in August. But the package is silent on the politically sensitive issue of tolls, the government only committing to a study of a tunnel connecting the Eastern and Tullamarine freeways. And the South Morang rail extension could start in 2016, 17 years after Labor first promised it. Some groups praise the package.
That'll make it safer for the travelling public, and it'll make it safer for our members.
But other groups lash the package as a fizzer and lost opportunity.
This government has been in power 7 years, and it's time now to look for a new transport minister.
If you live in Doncaster or Roval, you will not see a train line at all. And you've been waiting 40 years already.
The RACV says the jury is out.
We're very disappointed that the completion of the ring road is not in there, the Frankston bypass is not in there.
7 years to deliver, and the Premier has not delivered.
Brendan Donahue, 7 News.
And joining us live now is Premier Steve Braggs. Good evening to you, Premier.
Good evening, Peter.
Are you disappointed by the reaction we've just heard to your plan?
Oh, no, I think it's a mixed reaction, and I think this is the biggest one-off injection into our transport system ever in Victoria's history, $10.5 billion. The majority of that will go on public transport, but the biggest publicly funded road system will also be funded to get rid of the bottleneck and the squeeze on the Monash and Westgate Freeway. And I think, overall this is a plan for the future. It's investing in a better transport future for Victoria.
You've mentioned the Monash and the Westgate. What about the Eastern Freeway, though? It does end in a traffic jam. Why no plan to link it with the Tullamarine Freeway?
Well, I think international and interstate experience shows you've got to get it right. And, of course, it's not just the end of the Eastern Freeway. It's how it links into any road into the port, how it links into the Western Ring Road, what we can run up the Eastern Freeway. For example, that reservation, Peter, was there to run light rail, for example. And we want to look at public transport options as well and get it right so that when we are putting in taxpayers' money, we're putting it in properly and effectively. In the meantime, we're going to unblock the Westgate and the Monash Freeway, and that will mean that in peak periods, you can reduce travel times by 50%.
OK, thanks for your time tonight, Premier.
Thanks,
we'll leave
Peter.
it there.
Thank you.